Hi, my loves. Welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for April 10th to the 17th, 2022. This week is a biggie. There is a lot going on in the stars this week, so let's get into it. Today, Mercury moves into Taurus, where it will be until the 29th this month. It is still direct. It will be direct until May 10th when it turns retrograde. And in Taurus, this really helps us to think systematically and think long-term and be grounded and practical in our thinking. Taurus is fixed earth. This is a very stabilizing energy, and we can really harness it to help us to be really focused and persistent in our ideas. Later on this week, near the full moon in Libra, Mercury approaches a conjunction to Uranus in Taurus, and that could definitely bring a little bit more change, a little bit more volatility, maybe coincide with some erratic thinking, but it could also help us to think bigger and just change our perspective in a really helpful way. On the 12th, Jupiter meets up with Neptune in Pisces for a once-in-a-lifetime conjunction. This only happens once every 165 years. These two planets meet up in a new sign once every 12 years in their orbit, but only once in Pisces once every 165 years. So we can really use this moment to be a turning point for us. We can declare this moment a rebirth for us in terms of our creative life or our spiritual life. We can think about, what do I want to focus on growing and expanding in my life, Jupiter, and what do I want to dissolve and do away with in my life, Neptune. Harness it. On the 14th, Mars enters Pisces until May 24th, and we can be really intentional in our action and what we're fighting for. This is kind of a still waters run deep energy. And then on the 16th, we have our full moon in Libra, our first full moon of the zodiacal new year, which is really gonna put a spotlight on our relationship to relationships, Libra, during Aries season, the axis of self versus other, releasing any part of our relationships that just don't serve us anymore. A square to Pluto at this full moon really brings urgency for change. Any changes that are needed around this time will be extra felt. And we can use that as a catalyst. So let's pull some cards for this week ahead. So we have the Four of Swords, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Real still waters run deep energy coming in with these cards. The Four of Swords says, just stop thinking for a moment. Stop doing for a moment and really connect deeper with yourself, deeper with your truth, deeper with your essence. That is what is going to change a lot. Dynamics are changing this week in terms of how we're giving of ourselves, what we're giving, how much we're giving, how we're even thinking about giving and receiving, and what we are opening ourselves up to receive here. We're really getting more deeply clear on just what it is we want right now. With the High Priestess, there is a deep part of us that is calling to us now, a really soulful part of us that can only be accessed when we quiet the mind, when we still the mind and go deeper than thoughts, go deeper than just the knowing of the mind. The High Priestess hints at the wisdom that is so much deeper than what we can think, right? It's a felt sense of wisdom. And that is the place from which a lot of creative renewal can find us right now, because we're really in this moment of thinking differently about the energy exchange in our life. With the Six of Pentacles, we're like really taking a step back here and thinking like, how is this adding up? Like, am I actually getting what I want? What do I actually want? What do I actually value? Maybe we're going to be looking back on this last 4 months, Q1 of 2022, and thinking about like, so what have I given and what just didn't fucking work? And what have I opened myself up to? What have I been asking for? What have I been asking the universe for? And like, what didn't work? What did work? What will work better? We're really gaining a new perspective of that. And we can change. This is a week for change in a deep way. And it starts with us. It has to start with us, and it has to start with rest. It has to start with stopping. It has to start with stopping thinking that a solution in any sort of way will be in consuming more, doing more, getting more active, buying something. We're really tapping out of some dynamic right now, saying like, that's not for me. That's not for me anymore, because I am this. I am not this. Really thinking different about the energy flow. Relief, solutions can be found in stillness. A lot changing on a deep internal level. Getting out of a mindset in order to get out of a dynamic. Love the High Priestess for this Jupiter and Neptune conjunction. This is going to define the next decade for us, right? Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles again. And the Knight of Swords. New ideas, seizing new missions, seizing new ideas, asking new questions, getting curious, embracing newness. This is my mission. This is what I want to figure out. This is what I want to say. This is what I want to share. With the Six of Pentacles, there's that kind of this energy of limitation, or like, I can only do this much, or a fixed sort of, ability to receive something. We're really being invited to blow that the fuck up this week with the Knight of Swords. It all starts in our thinking, right? You are not limited in what you can receive, and you're not limited in what you can give when you tap into that deeper part of you here. All right, we got a little graceful oracle card grabbing moment here. Let's pull an oracle card for our week ahead. Six of Pentacles can kind of hint at stability, security, right? It can hint at that sticking with something because we know, sticking with something because it's safe in a way. But the High Priestess is like, there is so much more that you are, that you want, And I think it's just connecting with that, connecting with ourselves, allowing ourselves just time and stillness to remember that we're not defined by what we do. That allows us to really be the best us in the world. Compassion. What a beautiful card. Let's read the wisdom message for that. It's time to soften your heart a little and offer a sympathetic ear to those close to you who are in need of your love and support at this time. Often, emotional hurts cause the heart chakra to close, preventing any feelings of tenderness towards others. It's time to break down your defenses and remember that trouble shared is a trouble halved. Try to imagine how it feels from another's point of view as you start to hone your natural warmth and sympathetic nature. Compassion occurs when the heart expands and opens up to embrace both the emotions of others and those of your own. Go easy on yourself. Try to imagine how it feels from another's point of view as you start to hone your natural warmth and sympathetic nature. 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Whole new perspective of that. What do you want to receive? And what does that mean, giving? And what do you want to give? And what does that mean, making yourself available for, right? Like really thinking about that flow of energy this week. A major week. My loves, I'm sending you so much love as we move into this week and beyond. If you would like a reading with me, hit the link in my bio. I would love to serve.